Hello and welcome back to the Wasteland. Today we are starting with trying to do the Quake Easter egg, um, which is in the Wasted Garage, which we cleared in, I think, the first session. I'm back there now, and I'm like 99% sure that because there's no enemies in the area, the buttons that I need to press to do the Easter egg will spawn. I did this earlier when I was setting up. The falling down that ladder just kills you for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that wouldn't kill a person in real life. You know, yeah, might break your ankle or something, but really, death from a fall like that. Okay, oh, get back in the car. Find my way back to the garage again. I have relearned the hard way that when you're not following an objective on your map, getting to a place is really tricky. This like open world is not that intuitive. I was like looping back around the wellspring multiple times by accident. But anyway, I now have the way back to the Wasted Garage pretty much unlocked. You just go through this arch, you go past the Hagar territory. It's going to be on our right, and then you come up here to right near the Outrigger settlement, and then there's the Wasted territory. I can gracefully pull up. Yeah, kind of. All right. So now, just gotta get back there because apparently, after you've beaten the level, the front door is just locked, and I don't know why. But supposedly the back way is open, and that's where I was earlier. But I hadn't quite found the door yet. Okay, yeah. So essentially, what we're doing is finding the way to open up a room that will be a reference to Quake, which is a 1996, I want to say, game made by the same company, id Software. Um, and essentially, Rage's engine is actually it's id Tech 5, which is an evolution of the Quake engine, which I think way back then it was still id Tech 1 probably. Um, but they sprinkled some homages to a number of their older games throughout this one. In the first session, we found the Wolfenstein Easter egg, which that was one of their first person shooters, and one of the first popular first person shooters in general. It's just a very basic, like essentially two dimensional game where they just kind of forced perspective on the camera and placed character sprites in such a way that made it look like a first person shooter. But there wasn't like going upstairs or anything. Elevators just served as basically like teleporting you between levels. You couldn't aim up or down, that kind of thing. I got a card there for the card game that we may or not play again at some point. Um, and so at this point in the game, we can get to the Quake Easter egg. And then later on from that, at some point, we'll be able to get a Doom Easter egg, which Doom is probably almost certainly their most well-known game. And that one is simpler to get into. Is that just the door where I came up to this place? So here's the zip line that takes me back down out of the level, and I'm trying to get inside. Can't jump over that railing. I think that's just where I came in, but this is pretty much where the back door is. I know there's a side quest here later. Unfortunately, now I'm thinking I might have to actually come back and do the side quest. So maybe doing the side quest and then going back in, I will be able to do the Quake Easter egg. So, fortunately, cannot do it at this time. But still gotta come back later and do it. Just gotta make sure I come back before relatively late in the story, because I'm pretty sure that the the like fascist group with the highest level of technology that's oppressing everyone, the Authority. I'm pretty sure they come in here later and just totally close off the level so you can't even get in there. So you've got to really come to it at the proper time in the story. All right. So I believe right now we are on a quest to go get some sort of plant to make a medicine for some guy's wife. He was just randomly in the bar and asked me to get him the last ingredient for his wife's life-saving medicine. So we're gonna go do that. Seems like a nice thing to do. Gonna go to a place called Crazy Joe's Swamp, which I actually ran into a couple times setting up, trying to find the wasted garage. Oh, excuse me. And it's not really much of a swamp, but I guess in kind of a post-apocalyptic event where everything is getting pretty deserty, it's about all you could ask for as a swamp, probably. It's definitely got nothing on the swamps in the second game, which in that game there were they revealed that they were arc pods that had, I can't even remember what like the term would be, but basically like nutrients and seeds and all sorts of stuff, to where when the time was right they would release whatever they had in them and essentially, you know, repopulate the world with, you know, different kinds of plants and ideally different kinds of animals and things like that. So you've got some like forests and oh, it's under here, isn't it? So you got forests and swamps and all sorts of things, and the second game is very much more diverse in its environments than this one. This one's basically just deserts and like a dilapidated city all the way through. Which, I mean, you know, given the Mad Max inspirations, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I guess we're going to see Dr. Kvasir actually advance in the main story. Interesting flying bridge here. You're ready to meet Dr. Kvasir. Okay. Oh, I just remembered what happens to him in the second game. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's it's interesting.
All right, let's see what you have there. Put it on the counter and we'll see what has Clayton all worried.
Okay. Wow. It's quite an operation you've got here for, you know, most of the resources in the world being decimated.
Interesting. Feltrite.
I think I already knew that.
Okay, I need to run tests on this. Might take some time. But you also look interesting. There's something different about you. Best I take a closer look at you, too.
Is it the fact that I'm like a super soldier from hundreds of years ago or so? Oh, it's freezing.
Interesting. Very interesting. You got all those little computers racing around inside you.
You mean the nanotrites? Oh, it's gotten weirdly decent.
Secrets. Everyone's got a little secret.
Okay, it's got better.
And you must be one big little secret. Haven't met one of you for a long time. Since working with the Authority up in the city. You don't know how lucky you are that the Authority hasn't found you yet. If the Authority catches you and you don't have anything they need, you'll be dead. You are part of the old world, not part of their new world. Of course, there are people who stand up against them. Not many of them. They call themselves the Resistance. Not that I profess to have any special knowledge of them, but they exist in small bands, fighting back. And maybe, just maybe, you could be useful to them. You've survived this long. You must have some survival skills worth you, but you aren't going to last long in a firefight against the Authority with that standard defibrillator in your chest.
I know.
I can give you an upgrade for it.
Oh.
Something that might keep you alive longer. But that will require a little effort on your part.
I'm here for
You
it.
see, I don't have the necessary equipment here. But you can find what you need in the Dead City.
That's ominous.
A well-named place, as you will soon see. In the middle of the city is a hospital. One I was proud to work in. Until the research took a decidedly twisted turn. I didn't see everything that was done there, but I heard the rumors. Now it's surrounded by a tremendous wall, filled with living memories of the horrors committed there.
Is the wall?
Going there and getting back won't be easy. But without an upgraded defib, you won't last another week here. I'd say you have no choice.
Okay, so Doc, is it the wall that's full of memories, or is the city full of memories? I just want to make sure we're clear on where the memories reside. Okay?
The hospital is in the middle of the city. Find your way into the basement. Look for anything relating to the ARC program. That should be the place to find that upgrade. Oh yes, I almost forgot. The only way into the city is through the sewers outside the walls. Good luck.
Oh, great, the sewers. I love this little robot thing he's got on his shoulder. I think I think it's like barely ever like mentioned or like no one ever like looks at it. I feel like, but it's always just there moving around, kind of reacting to what Kvasir's saying. And it's just I think it's a neat little character detail both for him and the robot itself. So essentially, Dr. Kvasir, basically he worked for the Authority, and for a long time he was like, all for what they were doing, but like he said, the science kind of got messed up, and he was like, well, I'm not gonna do work that's gonna result in atrocities, basically. So he got out of there, as he should. Although I think maybe setting up your base right next to the main city, or what was like a main city of your now enemies, maybe not the best move, but I mean he's surviving, he's out here. And now we're gonna go in and see what the city's looking like today. New York City, it is not. Dead City is a very apt name, as we'll soon see. Nothing quite like zombies exactly. I mean, I guess kind of like zombies, but lore wise it's not really the undead. It seems like load times are going to be a little long tonight. I don't know what that's about, but even when I was setting up, like loading was just taking a while. So luckily, from what I remember, the Dead City is kind of a long level, so we won't have to load that much. And oh my, we're getting the real mega texture treatment today, boys and girls and non-binary folks and whatever else there may be. We just saw a whole lot of pop-in. I guess there's something overall just like is hogging the memory, or I don't know. I mean, it's not bad enough that I'm gonna like stop and try to fix it right now, but it's something I'll keep my eye on. Oh god, the guns I have on my car aren't very good, but luckily vehicular combat is not particularly required. This is not Twisted Metal, and I am in the wrong place. A lot of parts of this a lot of parts of this area of the map are like multi-tiered. All right, flip my car over. And it can be kind of hard to tell just from the mini map in the corner what that means for where I'm gonna go. And I've missed it again. Where is it? Is it up in there? There we go. The sewer is over here underneath the highway. I don't know anything about city planning. Is that normal? Is it normal for a sewer line to go right under like a highway out of a city? Maybe. I guess that would kind of make sense. But we're gonna see a lot of different mutants here. If you were here for, I believe, the last episode, when I went to the second episode of Mutant Bash TV, you've already seen quite a few of these mutant types. And I think the Kraken type was introduced in the first episode of Mutant Bash, which I believe there'll be another one here. But we're also going to see a lot of the... I forget if they have a specific name, but I feel like they're more fungal mutants. I also think this is where the game like starts to pick up in difficulty a decent amount. I think I missed some mutants running along there. Does this door go anywhere? No, okay. Am I supposed to go around this way? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh! Nope. No sneaking up for me. Oh, I only have 4 buckshots? This isn't good. Alright, let's switch to AR rounds. I probably should have stocked up on ammo, but here we are. And mutants never have drops, so we don't have to worry about that. But also means we'll be a bit more strapped for ammo than usual. $5, 2 antiseptic formulas, some steel blades, and that's it. I guess there's nothing in there. I guess wing sticks are probably a really good idea in here, because theoretically I can save ammo if I do them correctly. Which that was not correct at all. Oh. God damn it. Okay. Okay. At least there's an ammo shelf here. 16 buckshot. Authority machine gun rounds. I don't even have an authority machine gun yet. So I wonder if I'm getting one soon, or if there was like a side quest where I could have gotten one. Let's reload that. I've got a lot of pistol rounds. Maybe it'd be a good idea to lean on these for a little bit. Hello? Did you see something get launched? That was interesting. I can hear you, but I cannot see you. Hello? Oh, there they are. Oh god, I keep forgetting about the monocle. Oh god, why can't I jump up here? I wish I had way more shotgun rounds because it's so good for taking on these mutants. Oh, that's a big mutant. Oh, I see. It's like the one I took down in Mutant Bash TV. It was on the blimp or whatever in the background. Ooh, he lost his head. Maybe some rebar would be appropriate. Get out of here. Oh, really? They go down in 1 melee hit. That's good to know. Oh, maybe not. I guess he was already weakened. I don't know. already. Oh, that missed. Man, why can't I get a cool grenade launcher like you? I love grenade launchers, man. Okay. They don't have nearly as much health as I would have expected. That's good. Guess I can't go down the sewer. Oh, he dissolved while I wasn't looking. I was hoping he would have some loot, but I guess not. You know, this is just a a typical night on the town with your boys. Nothing unusual about this. You know, over here is your friend's couch, where you're gonna sit and watch some movies later. That's a big hand. Were they trying to make King Kong out here in the authorities' labs? A briefcase. What's the briefcase good for? Is that just something I can sell? Oh, it looks like it doesn't even show up in my inventory. That's interesting. It's a painting. A very low quality painting. I have a number of paintings in here. Oh. Where? Oh. They see me through the wall here. Oh, I didn't know they could do that. That's actually pretty cool. Oh wow, they're just coming out of all the walls. Man, this is a cool level. Oh, hello. Man, that's something I really like about the mutant enemy type. Like, they're purposely like really dumb and melee only, but they can just come from anywhere, and so they're different. Oh, they're a different kind of challenge than bandits and the like, who they'll stick to the ground, they'll kind of just go up and take cover, that kind of thing. But mutants, they will just jump out of anywhere and just try to get at you. So I don't know, I think it's it's definitely a neat kind of enemy to engage in a shooter, I think, because most shooters, I feel like you don't really get enemies like that very often. Seems like much more of almost like a Devil May Cry or God of War kind of action game type enemy. Oh, I have a sniper rifle, I believe. I did get one, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have much ammo for that. So, ow, rude. I was changing weapons. Okay. Okay. Man, they did really well, like, showing off the scale of this city. Hey, I'm sightseeing. Get off me, punk. Man, I did not hit that guy at all. There we go. Like, you can just see the buildings way off in the distance there. Oh my god. Anyway, good sense of scale. I feel like, this was a huge, bustling city before all this happened. Let's take this Hooper Light, some sort of beer. Let's say BG Burger. Big Good Burger. The burgers are big. The burgers are good. The burgers are big and good. That's their slogan. I assume. I should definitely be in fast food marketing. I'd get so much food sold. They'd have to invent new ways to supply food to restaurants because I would be getting stuff sold so well they would just be running out all the time. Yeah, that's true. Wait, is this? No, I think that I'm just trying to remember exactly where the Doom Easter egg is, and I don't think it's in this level. I think it's in a later level. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's bandits in that level. Oh, that's interesting. So I came all the way down here, got an RC car, and the door is locked. Now, where do I go from here? So I went and saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. How long ago? Like, was it Saturday night? It was already a few days ago already. But that movie is really good. Like, everything everyone's been saying about it is true. It's really funny. It's got great action. The story is super cool and interesting. Some really good performances. Oh, hi, Kraken. From the early trailers, I wasn't exactly feeling it. Like, I was like, it looks alright. I mean, like, I like Michelle Yeoh. I know her from Star Trek. But the early trailers just kind of look like, I mean, it's whatever. But it is such a well-crafted movie. Like, if you're into action movies, it's got some great fight scenes. If you're into comedy, it's got some really fun and zany humor. If you're into science fiction, you know, it's got, I don't know, I mean, you know, multiverses are big right now. But I think it's a really cool plot that goes to some cool and unexpected places. And just like the cinematography and everything. Like, not that I really believe that much in the Academy, but I think it's almost certainly gonna win some awards. Oh god, wow, I didn't realize I was gonna do so much damage. Alright, let's try to time this defib. Whew, okay, that was a decent one. Okay. At least we got the Kraken down. I don't even know if they're technically called Krakens, that's just what they called them in Mutant Bash TV. And it's fun, you know, Kraken's a fun word to say, so that's what I'm sticking with. Actually, I wonder, now that I have the sniper rifle, I have almost no reason to keep this upgrade on here, so can I can't? Hold on. I guess I can't get rid of the monocle. That's kind of unfortunate, because I really don't want to use this pistol like a sniper weapon. Because, you know, I have the sniper rifle for that. I might be alone or in a vast minority thinking this, but I don't use aim down sights for, like, you know, getting a zoom or being more accurate, really. I use it more because I like to have the gun in the center of the screen. You know, in classic, like, you know, Doom, the gun is just in the middle of the screen. In Doom 2016, Yeah, Doom 2016. They introduced. Oh, there's a big fella. They introduced an option in the menu in one of the patches that just lets you set it so that the gun is just always in the middle of your screen instead of off to that side. And I love that setting. I turned it on immediately, left it on always, almost never used. Actually, does that game even have aim down sights? I can't even remember, but I just love being able to just by default having my gun in the middle of the screen. I don't know. For me, that's just so much more of a natural position in like a shooting game context. You know, you want your weapon to just be lined up with what you're doing. I feel like. So I don't know. Yeah. So you know that's why I wanted to take the monocle off of the pistol because I don't want to be constantly zooming in all the time. I just want my pistol in the middle of the dang screen. So I don't know what I'm doing by flipping these switches. I've apparently powered up something. Get off me. Oh, I'm getting low on health. Gotta be careful for just a moment. Also, I picked up Feltrite AR rounds earlier, which are literally just made out of the mineral Feltrite that came from the Apophis Comet. Wait, is this all that powered? I guess so. And Feltrite AR rounds, from what I remember, are some of the most powerful ammo in the game. I remember them being like the only thing I could do good damage against the Authority with. So I'll definitely be stockpiling that and saving it for you know those kind of enemies. Speaking of the Apophis Comet, when I was first playing this game back in the day, I always assumed that that was just some weird name they came up with for, you know, the comet to set up their, you know, their science fiction. I thought it was, you know, a fake comet. So I was very surprised a couple years ago, I think it was a couple years, when there was an article about the Apophis Comet narrowly missing the... How did I... Okay. The Apophis Comet just narrowly missing the Earth, I'm pretty sure. And I just had this moment of, oh, those kind of mutants have loot. Interesting. Okay. But I just had this moment of like, wait, the Apophis Comet is real? It could hit the moment, it could hit the Earth, like, any moment? Well, not actually any moment, but like, you know, it could hit the Earth and just set the events of Rage actually in motion? I mean, you know, of course, you know, this is extremely fictional and to an extent stylized. But, you know, it's just weird when there's something that like you think is fictional and you associate heavily with a piece of fiction, and then you find out it's real and you just have this moment of, I guess, you know, reconciling reality from fiction in a way. And it's just this strange moment where you just feel really disoriented. But yeah, that's how I found out the Apophis Comet was real. Let's see. Hopefully, I can make a lock grinder here. Let's see, bomb car, pop rockets, link sticks, lock. Oh, I need a gear. I can make several wing sticks though. I mean, one of my goals is to get better with gadgets, so I'll make a few wing sticks. Yeah, that should be good. I definitely want to save some for like lock grinders and stuff. Hopefully I find a gear before too long, because I really do want to get that, whatever's behind that door. It looks like some decent stuff. Yeah, the mall. My local mall is kind of looking like this these days. It actually got shut down. You know, it wasn't doing that well for so long, as I feel like a lot of malls are. Just a lot of... Oh, this is probably the same kind of deal where I've got to find where the switch is. You know, malls aren't quite what they used to be, I suppose, and definitely just closing down. And you know, it's kind of sad. Like, so my local mall was never like a fantastic mall. You know, relatively, it was pretty small. And how do I get in? Am I supposed to... Oh, hey, would you look at that? A puzzle in... 50% off Rage 2 and Doom 5? Wow. That's... That's funny. Oh, come on. Really? But anyway... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, you know, it wasn't that great of a mall. But, you know, I went there pretty often. I mean, you know, whenever, you know, did a family shopping trip, or, you know, later on when I had my own car and just wanted, I guess, somewhere to go and walk around for a bit. You know, the mall was kind of a place to go. You know, I never really went there with friends or anything. Growing up, I wasn't the most social kid. But you know, I just kind of go there on my own, walk around, go to the GameStop, toy stores, that kind of thing. And it was just this, I don't know, an interesting kind of place to experience in that way, I suppose. Almost like, thinking back to it, it almost feels like a comfort place. Like how you might have comfort food or comfort TV show. It was just a place I could go and just, you know, just kind of vibe, I guess. And for the long time, it was pretty standard, or what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty consistent with what stores and stuff were there. So, you know, I think that partially played into the comfort of it. Like, I always knew, you know, pretty much what was going to be there, what you know, kind of toys and games or whatever I could go look at. But then, you know, over time, stores started closing. Like the movie shop in there closed. I think the toy store closed well before that. And then over time, just like whole stores in the mall weren't even getting replaced. And like it had a very long dying process. So I mean, I guess realistically, it's good that it's out of its misery at this point. But I miss the place for sure. And it's not like there aren't other malls around, but you know, I don't have those associations with them. They're not my malls, you know. And I don't know, maybe they could be one day, but oh, hold on, this fight is not going well. But honestly, these days, with the way, you know, things have changed, and you know, with, I guess, you know, online shopping, and you know, arcades aren't a thing anymore, and all sorts of things like that. Why you really go to a mall that much if it's not a nostalgic comfort place? Honestly, and you know, that's kind of sad. You know, well, I mean, I guess I kind of feel like it's sad because, you know, back in the day, you know, probably even really before my time, they were probably petering out by the time I was born. You know, malls were kind of a cultural hub in a way. You know, kids were always going there after school, or you know, going to the arcade and standing around the machines, putting up their quarters and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm very nostalgic. I get hit with nostalgia hard, and there's a lot of stuff where like it's stuff I didn't even really experience, but just hearing people's stories about things and thinking about how I would enjoy those if I was in, you know, the right kind of you know, culture and space to do those things. Like I would probably really get into like classic like 80s arcade culture if it was like really a thing still. And I know there's places you can go that sort of preserve that, but you know, it's not like I can just, you know, just get up and go somewhere now and just really get that authentic old school arcade experience. It's just not really that available. And even though I never really had one, I still have just like a bit of a nostalgic thread for that sort of thing that I've never even experienced. 46 wing sticks? When did I make that many? Jesus. Okay. We're wing sticking everything. Let's go. Oh. It's stuck in his head and I can just take it back. That's pretty neat. But yeah, so I'm at times in want of a life that I'm in. I don't want to be one of those people saying that, like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. And, like, I really don't think I was. I think I thrive on, what's available to us now as far as, like, what we can access on the internet, gaming options, partially facilitated by the internet, and all sorts of stuff like that. And in a lot of ways, we do have, in one way or another, archives of a lot of things, like, stuff like the Capcom Fighting Collection has come out, and that has a lot of retro games that you can play, and technically you're playing the games that would have been in those arcades back in the day. It's not holistically the same experience, but there is still some archival. Anyway, my point is, like, there are aspects of times in history that I would enjoy to be a part of, but overall, I think I'm very well suited to today. Which I almost wouldn't be surprised if that's how a lot of people feel. Well, I mean, there's also a lot of bad things happening today that people try to get away from, but I mean, there's almost always been bad things happening. That's not to say that things don't need to change. I'm just saying, like, if you were a time traveler, it would be almost impossible to, escape to a perfect time. We're at one of those parts again where I can hear mutants snarling or whatever it is they do, but I can't quite see them yet. How much shotgun ammo do I have? Not a lot. Ah. They really just try to ambush you. Like, that guy was going to be behind me if I pursued that first enemy I saw. Did that guy just hit the other one? I didn't know they could do that. And I guess I still don't know they can do that, but that is kind of what it looked like. So that'd be kind of neat if that was possible. Not quite infighting, but you can kind of trick them into hitting each other. But for some reason, I was feeling like there was a item in that box, but I guess not. Popo? Who's Popo? Is that his box? I'll let Popo know I found his box if I ever meet him. St. Vita Hospital. Okay. That makes sense. Can I still not make a lock? I still don't have any gears. Yeah, that's one thing that can be kind of disappointing in this game. I think part of it, being the pseudo open world structure that it has. There'll be times when you're going through a level and you find, a door that needs to be lock ground. You need a lock grinder to open it, but you don't have the parts to make one, and so you're like, well, okay, I'm still scavenging throughout the game. Maybe I'll find the stuff to make a lock grinder. But then by that point, it's like, A, are you going to be able to find the level where that door was? And B, are you going to find the door? Are you even going to want to trudge through the level to find it? Because, if you don't have a mission going in a level, generally it's going to be empty. So I just think that's one of those things where, in trying to make it kind of an open world game, but not really getting there, kind of hurts the game a little, if I'm being totally honest. It's one of those things where I forgive it just because I think the actual shooting, and when you're playing an active level with a mission, it's really fun. But yeah, I just think, I guess they kind of encourage, doing as many side quests as you can first, so that you get supplies to do whatever you need to in the levels, which I guess, that's a fair way to do it. All right, and sorry, I was standing here at the top of this level because I'm pretty sure that big guy we've been seeing wandering around, I think he attacks me here, and I might get the rocket launcher if my vague memory is serving me. Yeah, rocket launcher. Oh wow, is this like an actual arc thing? Oh, yeah, there he is. Hey. I don't remember if this fight's particularly hard. I'm not doing damage. Okay, I got hurt by that. I don't have a lot of rockets. Oh wow, his chest thing isn't vulnerable for very long, is it? Oof, that was kind of close. Okay, so I gotta wait till his head opens. And I don't have any rockets anymore. Oh god. Oh, it's like really difficult to dodge his rocks. Well, I guess if you're like moving the whole time, but you've also gotta aim for his belly, which... Is this even doing anything to him if I don't have rockets? Is this thing gonna... Oh, okay, this thing just keeps dispensing rockets. Okay. Oh god, I gotta reload. At least he has a targeting thing telling you where he's putting the rocks. That's nice. Wait, does this have like auto-targeting? And it is kind of difficult to actually, like, his vulnerable spot's only there for such a short amount of time. Okay, you gotta get timing like that. Okay, should only need to do that one more time. Man, the timing on this is so swift. You gotta like get it like right before he's raising his arms. And that totally missed. That was too late. Man, they really made this some really tight timing. Can you reload, please? There we go. Now I just gotta survive his onslaught. Oh god. I better not miss the timing from this. Oh god. Okay. Will this just keep putting out rockets? Can I get like a full... Oh wait, do I need to... Wait, is there... I don't understand. Hello? I guess that's just the end of the fight? It's weird. You know, it seemed like his brain thing was still active. Maybe she'll come back? Just make sure everything's reloaded. Man, that is really loud. He must not be dead. Unless it glitched. What? A book about J.K. Styles that I'll never be able to read. Because books are just to be sold in this game. God, that is some loud buzzing. I'm not sure it's supposed to do that. That's weird. Oh god. Honestly, the worst thing about these guys is how blind they make you. Not to mention just how much damage they do. Did I get him? I guess I got him. Man, he is still just buzzing. Ooh, it's real gross and gooey in here. That is some intense lighting. Okay, that's gotta be a glitch. I feel like it'd be weird if they intended for me to... Oh god. If they intended for me to hear it all the way out here. I mean, I'm already this far away from the boss and it's just being so loud. Definitely gotta be a glitch. Your money is ours. I mean, I did pay for this game, and my mom paid for it before I did. So, yes? Okay, I hear a mutant's next to me. Quickly dispatch that guy. Said switch to shotgun, thank you. Oh. Okay. Man, that buzzing is super annoying. I really hope it hasn't glitched hard enough that I'll like follow me through loading screens. I feel like that'd be really extreme. But I've seen stuff like that happen in other games, so I almost wouldn't be surprised if it just never unloads the source of the sound or whatever. Okay. Ugh. No, this is where I came from. Yeah, I still need to get the defibrillator. I haven't actually gotten that yet. All I've gotten is the rocket launcher, which I don't think works as a defibrillator. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe next time someone is, dying and the paramedics don't know what to do, maybe they should use a rocket launcher. No, they definitely should not. Just like how I'm perfect for fast food advertising, I should definitely be a medical professional with no further training. Where do I go from here? Okay, there's stairs. You know, the secret is the hospital just kind of looked like this while they were treating patients in it. Yeah, it's oh, God. What's my last checkpoint gonna be? It's gonna be brutal, isn't it? Oh, why do the stinky mutants do so much damage? Oh, it's gonna put me back to before I got the rocket launcher, isn't it? It's before I even entered the city? There wasn't a checkpoint when I got into the inner part? Oh no. Time to replay a level. Man, that is, oh, yep, there's those mutants that were running away that I didn't notice, or I, like, halfway noticed before. But yeah, that article I heard about back in the day, they weren't kidding when they said the lack of an autosave really isn't ideal here. 'Cause I lost, like, what, probably like 30 minutes of progress there. But you know, this also goes to something that I've been thinking for a while, that controllers should just have a quick save button on them. Like, honestly, why not? You know, just a button that's, you know, kind of out of the way so you don't accidentally hit it, but you can just go boop, and you got a quick save going. You don't have to go into all the menus and say, oh, I'm going to save a game. I mean, sure, I'm playing this on PC. I could easily just be using the mouse and keyboard controls and probably have access to a quick save hotkey right there. But I like this game on controller. It's satisfying to pull the triggers and shoot things. That's how I feel about most first-person shooters. Honestly, I think it's just if I'm playing something kind of like competitive and online, I'll do mouse and keyboard. Oh, the big fella's back. But for anything like Rage, Borderlands, well, okay, like retro shooters, I'll usually play with mouse and keyboard, partially just because they didn't really have controller support, and it's not, you know, like built in as a thing. And I'm not really that into modding. I'm sure there's mods out there to like let you play Doom seamlessly with a controller or something, but I'm not really interested. But then, like, I've been playing through Mass Effect recently, and that I'm 100% playing with mouse and keyboard. I just think it would feel weird on a controller, especially since that game, like, you know, the shooting is serviceable, but it's not great. Like, I'm definitely not playing that game for the combat at all. It's all just, like, immersing myself in the story, that kind of thing. God. Oh. Why would they build the level geometry like this? God, I'm out of shotgun rounds already. Oh, and there's the big man. Oh my god. At least he can't predict where I'm going very well. Kind of reminds me of the super mutants from Fallout, actually. Just had a flashback to when you meet the Brotherhood of Steel for the first time, I think. There's like 2 super mutants outside, is it the museum? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've played Fallout 3. But if I remember correctly, that's what happens in that scene. Even his gun disappears. Like, I would have liked to be able to salvage something, at least, from his gun. Alright, let's get into a habit of saving. Oh, we have to go through the apartment again where we've got to fight like a bunch of mutants. I definitely do not remember stuff past Wellspring all that well in this game. I'm not really sure why, because, I mean, it's not like I played the beginning over and over. I played it, like, I think twice. I think I played through the game once on PS3, and then I got it again on PC, and played through, like, up through Wellspring or so a few years ago, and that was, like, it. So I don't really know why. Like, there are definitely, like, distinct moments of later in the game I remember, but I don't remember it as holistically as the early game. Actually, no, I must have gotten farther, because there are definitely some moments I'm remembering, like, very vividly from last time I tried to do a playthrough that are definitely later in the game. When I say try to do a playthrough, that's not like, you know, I just struggled to get through it or something. No, it's just, I don't, like, when I personally play things, I don't finish playthroughs all that well. Is this gonna open? I don't know, just casually playing things. Like, I guess I just kind of flit around between so many games. Usually. Like, it usually takes me a very long time to finish any game I play. Are they going to send more mutants at me, or... Like, I remember, like, I started playing Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker back when it came out, like, when I was in elementary school. And then I'm pretty sure I never beat it until high school, maybe even possibly early college, one time when I came back home for break. Yeah. And that's not like I wasn't particularly stuck on anything. I just didn't put in the time to finish the game. What is going on? Um, well, I guess I'm stuck in this apartment for eternity. That's weird. Did like a mutant get stuck on something and just never made its way to me, or... I don't hear anything. Guess I'll try saving here and reloading and see if that makes it realize, oh, I should open this door because everything's dead. I wonder where the autosave is, but yeah, let's load this for now, see if this door's gonna open. No? Reloading it didn't get anything to happen. Alright, we'll load this one, I guess, and go back up there and do the sequence again. I hope you like watching me kill mutants, because there's gonna be a lot of that this episode or session. I don't know what they call these. I mean, I guess it's an episode they call, you know, each time they do wrestling live on TV. Those are episodes. So, I guess this is an episode. Do I just have to wait for them to smash through? Now, I'm not sure if it's still available, but there was at one point, I believe it was a Mutant Bash TV mobile game. I think they might have just called it Rage HD. Okay, now the door opened. But it was a mobile game where, from what I remember, you were just basically going through more Mutant Bash TV scenarios. And it was set up kind of like an on-rails light gun shooter. But of course, you know, being on a phone, you don't have a light gun hooked up to your phone. Show me my guns. Sniper rifle. So basically what they did is they had it so you use the gyroscope on your phone to aim. So basically you tilt your phone around. That would change where your crosshairs were pointed, and then there'd be a button in the corner of the screen or whatever to fire. And it worked all right. I don't remember playing it a whole lot because I think it was like you got like 2 levels for free, but you had to pay for the rest, something along those lines. And I didn't pay for very many phone apps ever. But I also had like a version of Doom 3 that was mobile that had like the exact same control scheme. It's like, both these games just played pretty much the same. But of course they were totally different scenarios. And actually I remember in the Doom 3 one, there was this one level I remember where there was at least one enemy that if you didn't kill it when it was on screen, then it would be off screen and still able to attack you and probably kill you, because you have no way to defend yourself against an off-screen enemy in games like that. So that is just a weird little thing that always stuck with me from that game. Something that really bums me out, like in gaming in general, but I think especially in mobile gaming, a lot of games don't really get preserved. And like there have been big game preservation efforts of like finding, old, like, I don't know, NES games or weird shareware games, just all sorts of stuff that aren't really like available anymore. And people have been really, taking those and making sure that, there's some way to play them, or at least there's like documentation of them so they're not forgotten. But I don't know, maybe I just haven't looked around enough, but I feel like, mobile games, it's harder for people to really crack into it and, make those preservations or, get those ROMs uploaded to be emulated. In particular, there's this one, I believe it was a Square Enix RPG for mobile called Drake Rider. And that game was really cool. Basically, the whole concept was you had a drake or some sort of dragon creature that you were riding. And so the the main section of the screen during battle would show, you riding your Drake and it fighting whatever the monster was. Along the bottom of the screen, you would have a chain with different color-coded sections. And essentially, so you would drag your thumb across the chain to adjust its position. So it was always pulling toward one direction, like the dragon was pulling on the chain, and you had to kind of reel it back and go the other direction to keep control of it. But there was like an arrow or something along where the chain was that basically, whichever like color-coded section of the chain was in there, would determine what ability your Drake was using. So you could have different spells in there, different combat abilities, all sorts of stuff. And one thing that was kind of universal, like I think no matter what chain you had equipped, it would always be set up so that if you just let it go all the way to the end, you would let your Drake free, and it would become very powerful and just start doing tons of damage to the enemy. But there was a risk involved where Sorry, I'm getting my butt kicked. If you left the Drake unattended for too long in that state, it would turn on you and just insta-kill you. And of course, as you went throughout the game, you would collect different chains to equip and probably other kinds of equipment. I don't really remember. But I just think that was a really neat system where, like, realistically, it did kind of work out sort of like a turn-based game because, the chain would be moving along and, like, basically every second or so, you would do a check to see, okay, what part of the chain is active, what ability is your Drake doing. But then it also, had this very active component to it where you're constantly fighting with the Drake to get it to do what you want. And I think that was a really cool combat system that really, I think the term is like ludonarrative harmony, where what you are required to do interacting with the mechanics to play the game lines up with what the intended like story experience is supposed to be. So like, yeah, you are battling with this dragon to keep it under control, and you're literally like pulling this chain across, trying to keep it doing what you wanted to do. And that game just isn't available anymore. If you go search it on the App Store, it either it doesn't show up or it won't launch. I think it doesn't show up anymore. For a while, I had it on a phone that had since been upgraded, and it like I would try to launch the game and it would just crash immediately. This is already powered up. That's interesting. Maybe it only breaks once I try to open the gate, because I thought I saw it opening the first time. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. But yeah, like, that game is just not available anymore, and it sucks because I think it was fun and really interesting and different than a lot of other games. And just, to my knowledge, you cannot play it these days at all. And it's like, hey, Square Enix, can you hold off on the NFTs for like 5 minutes and bring back that game and like Chaos Rings and all these games that, at one point you put the work into to like, make playable and have these like storylines and everything to them. And now they're just vapor. They've vanished. And, Square Enix isn't alone in that. There's so many games, tons that I don't even know of, that are in the exact same boat. And it's not exactly like books. Sure, they might go out of print, but then there's always like you could find an old copy somewhere, or maybe someone's uploaded a PDF to a site, and having like ROMs and emulators and stuff is kind of the gaming equivalent of a PDF. But at the same time, those are so much harder to get together and working, and there's so many like potential legal problems that even though books have copyright, I feel like games have been constantly in more like scrutiny and hot water in a lot of ways. Okay, so we finally got back to the central area of the Dead City. I will be saving again so that I cannot be thrown back. Gonna have fun fighting the big monster again. At least the fight wasn't actually that bad, as long as I kept avoiding the rocks. Do I have the stuff to make a lock grinder? Probably not. Probably still the exact same stuff I had before. Yeah, nope. Oh, but I believe in the last session I was talking about how I wasn't sure what I wanted to play next. I definitely I've decided that it's going to be Rage 2. There's so many, I've made so many references to it throughout playing this and talking about, differences in that game and mechanics they've added and all sorts of stuff. And I just think it'd be really cool to play them back to back and just really see that contrast of how different the two games are. And also just, continuing the story. While, story isn't really this game's strong suit, there is a story there, and there's some definitely interesting points to the fiction, I think. And, the second game, we see some returning characters, and, I'm a fan of that sort of thing. And also, it'll be really interesting to look at through the lens of, like, that game came out 9 years later, when, for the longest time, it seemed like, Rage was never going to get a sequel. This game wasn't particularly popular. I think most people view it as, like, pretty mediocre. And a lot of the factors of the game, yeah, that's fair. And, it's definitely got problems. But I'm someone who is a fan of this game from day one. I think it has, as I'm sure I've mentioned a bunch, fantastic shooting, a unique kind of flavor to it, where it's like kind of like this weird, more science fiction-y Mad Max. And the second game just gets weirder and more science fiction-y. Oh god. I really wish these guys didn't do so much damage. They're kind of cracked, honestly. I mean, why do they need to be so fast and blind you and do a ton of damage? Seriously, pick a thing to be good at. Okay. And actually, that's something good to know. It looks like the defibrillator actually does do damage. It doesn't just stun enemies. So that's useful information to have. So it can actually kill things if they're just like on their last legs. Now, I noticed this earlier and I was curious about it. It's just like a laser gate here. Oh, that looks like authority technology. I wonder, does this hurt if I touch it? Is it a bomb that'll explode and kill me? Okay, it just bounces me back and hurts. Okay, I assume I'm coming back there later. I wouldn't be surprised if I finish this level without going there, and then I come back later on another mission. Oh, interesting. There's a door there. Crescent City? I wonder if that's what the city was called before, you know, everything happened and it became the Dead City. What? How is that man alive? Did you see that? That bullet went right through his head, didn't it? Didn't it? Oh, that was cool. Oh, that's not the wing sticks. Oh, God. Man, there are just so many points where it's easy to get stuck in a corner on this level, I feel like. I mean, admittedly, you know, I'm not playing as good as I could, but still, so many weird corner traps. Oh, I see. You make just a ton of wing sticks at a time. That's fun. So yeah, I've just got 47 wing sticks. They're super good for taking out mutants. All right, let's see if I can actually snipe someone and make them dead this time. All right, quit walking. All right, there we go. That worked. Oh, come on. That was like going directly for his legs and just missed. Oh. Hello? Okay. Hexy News. Interesting news station. Okay, yeah, I definitely think wing sticks are probably the best option for this level. Just saying that, how quickly I can dispatch mutants with them now. Man, I can't believe I had to go all the way back through this level. Like, we're not even back to where the rocket launcher is yet, and it's 9:23. Maybe we'll finish this level tonight. Oh well, that one didn't even hit anybody, and it came back to me. Where did that wing stick go that like stuck in someone's face? I can retrieve it, can't I? Or did it dissolve with him? Well, that's disappointing. Anyone need a couch? Still don't have the parts for a lock grinder, unfortunately. There's nothing over there. Is there anything over here? A gear, perhaps? I just need one gear to make a lock grinder. Okay, we're back here. Definitely saving before this. Okay. Rocket launcher. All right, yeah, let's do this. And now. Okay. So as long as you keep kind of going left to right up there, you'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this fight is easy once you kind of know what's what. Oh. Oh, totally missed on that one. Okay. That one I thought I was super late on, but I actually got it. I still got hit by that? Really? Okay. You gotta... No? Okay, so it actually turned off this time, so that it was a glitch. Okay. It's probably prudent to just make some more bandages with how much trouble I've been having in this level. And as far as I know, cloths and antiseptic aren't really used for anything else, but I mean 10 should be plenty. I'll keep some just in case. Alright, we're just gonna keep saving just in case. There we go. Really? These guys go down in 2 wing sticks. That's huge. That's huge. That just totally changes the game, honestly. Like, I can be dispatching the stinky mutants that quickly without taking any damage or getting blinded or anything? Sign me up. Oh, hit him in the knee and he still died. Oh yeah, that's totally worth it. Man, now that I know that, like, this level isn't really as hard as I've always kind of thought it was. Oh, that missed? Okay. Oh, God. How much? Oh, I got 27 buckshot. I can use it for a bit. All right, the stairs. Almost forgot how to get through this part again. Oh. Books. Devar's Travels. Oh. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's pathway up is closed. Oh, it's so nice not actually having to fight the stinky mutants. Oh, what happened in here? Okay, I think now I'm past where I died. So I'm gonna save once more. Really can't pick up any of those? Okay. It's weird. Usually it picks up all items next to each other. Turret bird. Oh, to craft a sentry turret. I gotcha. Ordnance. Wait, does ordnance let me craft pop rockets? Yes. Oh, I didn't realize that takes so many shells, but... Oh, wait, sorry. No, that means... Okay, I've got 8 pop rockets. Okay. Spooky. Hello? I'm just gonna go not. Never mind. Satan? At least people haven't, you know, forgotten the, I don't know where I was going with that. Probably wasn't a good joke. Never mind. Oh, hey, another free couch. Ooh, and a side table. Gears. How many lock grinder? I can make 1 lock grinder. It's probably not really worth going back for any of those locks at the moment. But the next time I find a lock that can be grinded, you can be absolutely sure I'm gonna grind it. I'll grind it real hard. Hammer. Oh, that's probably just something to sell. Oh, this is back on the outside, I think. Oh, okay, this is right where I entered the level. Okay, that's that door I tried to open before. I see. Alright, so we made it through the first trip to the Dead City. I'm pretty sure there's a second one at some point. Okay. Had to get weirdly close to that door to open it. Now we're gonna turn to Dr. Kvasir so we can make our defibrillator better with the upgrade we got. I'm trying to remember, or I'm trying to even think of like what could be upgraded on the defib. Maybe like it recharges you. It recharges faster, gives you more health back. Oh, that's kind of hard because it's Call of Duty health rules where you've got like a tiny pool of hit points that just regens relatively quickly outside of being hurt, more or less. So it's probably going to be like it recharges faster and does more with its electric burst, I'm guessing. Hello? Doctor?
You made it back in one piece.
I always do.
Now, just stay still and I'll get that defib upgrade installed. Shouldn't hurt too much.
Why would it hurt? Isn't it just part of my suit? Oh no, well, I guess it's the defibrillator. That might even be like right up against my heart and everything.
There you are. Now you have twice the resurrection power. And I do believe that you will need it. Remember, the authority is ruthless. Alone, it is only a matter of time before they get you. Your future will lay ultimately with the Resistance, but that isn't the path we need to take now. All right, I've finished analyzing the Feltrite sample you brought. What the bandits are trying to do, successfully it would seem, is refine the Feltrite into an explosive accelerator. Very dangerous in their hands. This piece has been neutralized, but you best bring it to Clayton. He needs to know what he may be facing.
Okay.
Take it to him. Come again soon, my friend from the past.
All right. See you soon, Doctor. An accelerator for explosion. So they're just making a big bomb. I mean, I guess if anything's gonna stop the Authority, it'll be something like that. But while we're out here, we might as well do some side quests. Miracle Cure. Yeah, Crazy Joe's Swamp. That's somewhere. My car is not looking too good. I mean, that's still drivable, right? Like, if that happened to my car on the highway, I wouldn't need to, like, pull off and call AAA or something, right? It's fine. I'll just buy some repairs in town. It's not that much of my money, so... Why car repair is super cheap in the apocalypse where, like, parts probably aren't really that common? I don't know, but I'm thankful for it. It's the RC car. Okay. Take that, turret tower. Kind of surprised there wasn't like an achievement type thing for it, like there are with the little satellites. Would have thought jumping through the water towers or turret towers or whatever would give me something. Ah! Definitely cannot be sparing getting hit by rockets and stuff right now. Got still? How long is this thing gonna chase me? That long, I guess. Oh. Wow. That was like, what, 2 or 3 rockets still trailing me? Oh, I've gotta go over here. What's in here though? Oh, hello.
Well, what you think you're doing around here, eh?
I'm here to get a plant?
Looking for old Joe? Oh, I bet not. I ain't got nothing no one wants anyways. But growing around my swamp, that's got what people want. Plant life. Not just thorny cacti either. Special plants. Stuff that started growing after the dust settled from the Big Bang. Outer space plants or mutated plants, who cares? But in the right hands, well, these plants can be used for all kinds of special things. Valuable things, too. You don't look like a dirty bandit, so I'll let you look around. Maybe you'll get lucky and find a night blossom or something. Don't go falling in the swamp.
Okay, thanks for the advice, Joe. I wonder if he gets much fishing done here. Also, I like how he was wearing a Doom 3 shirt. They put so many references to their old games in this, even like not in the form of, you know, hidden Easter eggs. They're just kind of around. Water purifier. That seems important in a world like this. What the heck? Did you see that? That was like... Maybe it's the rope? I don't know. There's just like a little slope there I went up. I thought I was just going to fall straight in the water here. This... Okay. Wait, what's on the other side of the swamp? I don't... Like, I vaguely remember Crazy Joe from playing through this game in the past, but I don't really recall the swamp or what's on the other side. Oh, is this like a big Feltrite crater? Huh. I guess might as well collect bits of plants while I'm here. I don't know what they'll be useful for. Probably some side quest or crafting something. Now, I don't think I can really Skyrim my way up here. Oh, maybe. Is there anything up here? Oh. Now, I feel like this would have been, or this would be a great place for them to have put a Easter egg of some sort. You know, with how they've hidden other things in the game. This would. Oh. Can I get up there? I have no idea if there's anything up here. I don't think I've ever looked. I've never really looked up a guide on how to find all the Easter eggs in this game. I don't even know if one exists. But it's worth a look. Oh, whoa, no, there's just like an invisible wall right there. I don't think they really want me going up there. I think that's just a neat looking set piece with some plants to get. Still, I mean, like, that looks really cool. I think they you know, they captured the like the smoothness and the shininess of those rocks really well. No. For what it is, like these like cliffs or whatever, I think they still look pretty awesome. Like, I mean, sure, if we get up close, you know, it doesn't look that good, but definitely like from a distance, like, wow. Okay. Let's see, is there another destroy shrouded bunker, ticket to Oasis? Oh, that's from the side quest, which actually, now that I know wing sticks work on the mutants, I probably could do that. Let's go back to town and repair the car. Like, honestly, like, it's getting worrying at this point. I only need to kill one more guy for hammered. That's some free money. Oh. Whoa, they got shields? Oh yeah, I should probably buy ammo for this thing too. Did I kill him or not? No. Okay. Took the last of my ammo, but I did it. Or, well, not all of it. There's still a little bit, but yeah, my car is in like critical condition now. Luckily, Wellspring is right here. Nick's about to get a fat payday. Oh yeah, and I should remember to actually stock up on ammo and stuff for once while I'm here. Repair, yes. Can I buy ammo here? I don't think so. I think maybe I've got to use racing certificates. Ugh.
Heard you went visiting old man Kvasir. He is a man full of knowledge. I'd listen to what he says if I was you.
All right. Oh yeah, he was in Second Chance Bar. The old man whose wife I was getting the medicine for. Hello?
Stranger, my wife and I will always be in your debt. Here is my recipe. Mix it up right, and it'll make you feel better than ever before.
Oh, Apophis infusion. That makes me think that... Because I feel like in the second game, there's an item with a very similar name to that you use to go into like your berserk mode. Permanently increases max health, but it tastes like ass. Okay. Guess I gotta actually be in a level
Nice
of
hunting.
or on the
Here's what I
wasteland.
promised you. I'll see you again. I hope.
Thanks, Sally. Okay. Let's see, did I have another quest in town? I think I did. Yeah, take the sample to Mayor Clayton. Hey, Mayor, I got a lump.
Very interesting and very troubling. Thank you for helping us with this. Take this for your troubles. You have proven yourself to be very capable and reliable. And best of all, you even came back alive. I'm sure Sheriff Black will have some work for you. You see, you're beginning to gain a reputation, friend.
A good one, I hope. Alright. I don't know if those are real people or not. They could be developers. I have no idea. Anyway. Oh yeah. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna make sure that I go to the shopkeeper over by the people playing dice. Can I? Okay, yeah, I can jump over that fence. Nice, those stairs aren't really leading in. Okay. And I feel like I actually rarely ever have come back to this shop in my other
Care
playthroughs.
to browse my selection?
Yes.
I have some of the finest goods.
Let's see how much. Okay, I'm going pretty good on money at this point. Ooh, armor upgrade. Oh, there's the authority machine gun. That's a pretty powerful weapon. So, how much are different ammo types? Okay, ammo doesn't cost that. Okay, so he's selling Feltrite rounds now. Selling rockets, specialty rockets. Does he have any of the special crossbow ammo yet? No. Oh, and he has the ammo for the car. Okay, I think. Overdrive. Yeah, that's what the special ability is. The same. Okay, so I think I'm gonna upgrade my armor. Oh. I'm gonna get the authority machine gun. What's that gonna put me in my? I'm gonna buy some ammo. Okay, I'm decent on that. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of sort of wait on that. Rockets, I probably won't be using that much. This I definitely want a lot of. Gun ammo, yes. Nails, I mean, they're good, but Authority machine gun rounds, I've got 360 of them. Alright, that seems good. I'll buy that. I can still afford some ammo. And crossbow bolts are nice. Yeah, I'll get some of those. I think I'm good for
Pleasure
now.
doing business with you.
Thank you. Okie dokie. Check the job board. Okay. Oh wait, no. Stolen merchandise, though. Okay. Okay, so stolen merchandise is a side quest that I mentioned before. Or, well, I kind of alluded to it.
Thank you for keeping our roads safe.
No problem.
Pardon?
It's set in the Wasted Garage, which is, you know, where I started this session trying to get in to do the Quake Easter egg. Now, I think what I have to do is go do the side quest, and then once that's complete, I can go and find the Quake thing, because I think I have to have the side quest active to be able to get back in there, and then once I complete that, I think a door should be left open. Because I think you have to enter the garage at a time when there's no enemies, I think is how it works. So, at least, you know, we got a nice little, you know, kind of circular theme to this session. I started at the Wasted Garage. I'm going to end at the Wasted Garage. I don't think we'll see the Quake secret tonight. Just because, you know, I mean, I have to do the side quest and then go hit all the buttons. Oh, there was a door over here the whole time. Maybe I could have gotten in here at the beginning, honestly. Oops. Well, let's see. Okay.
I could go for a smoke.
No, I don't want to waste that on them. Honestly, I should change this gun loadout because it's definitely not what I'm going to be using all that often. Put that there. Yeah, I think that seems good.
Stay alert. I think I heard. Where's that bloody bugger ready to get past? Bloody hell.
Okay. Something I'm also looking forward to revisiting in the second game is that they kind of have, you know, evolutions or reinventions of a lot of these bandit gangs. And, you know, it won't be exactly one-to-one. Like, I don't think there's an exact, like... From what I remember, there's not really, like, the Wasted or any, like, particularly direct evolution of them. But there definitely is, like, some through threads, and there's still, like, you know, the different gangs with kind of their different personalities and different just tools they have, so you got to approach them in different ways. And I just think that, you know, that's fun. And, you know, with all the differences between the two games, you know, that's something they kept consistent. That's neat. I'm kind of wondering if, like, I almost wouldn't be surprised if at some point in development the game was getting rushed a bit or something. Just because now that I'm thinking about it, there's a fair bit of, like, revisiting old levels for side quests or even for main quests at times. And I don't know if that's just because of them, figuring out how to, do an open world game, or if on some level, they didn't have the time or the budget to make, like twice as many areas in the game, which I mean, totally, like, with the scale that the game already has, and, being in 2011 and not being like a Skyrim, I could still got like a fair bit going on.
What the fuck? Grenade!
I just used the infusion that guy taught me how to craft so that I have increased health. So I should actually be surviving a lot longer now because I have, I thought there was a guy over here. I have increased health, and I got that armor upgrade, so hopefully I'll be surviving a lot better. I swear, I thought there was another guy over here. Maybe he ran around. No? I'm confused because I swear there was a guy.
There he is! I'll get you! Oh, you bastard!
And when I say stuff like that, like wondering if the game was, rushed or on a budget, I'm really not trying to, like, disparage the game or anything. Like I hope what I've made clear is that I like the game. It's just, it has flaws and it has a lot of weird parts to it. And I'm just trying to, kind of, fill in a bit of an idea of why the game is the way it is. It's not necessarily bad that it retreads ground. It's been a while since I've been in this level. I don't totally remember it, and some of the pathways are opening up differently. It's just kind of weird. Now, I feel like there should be something over here because they put enemies in front of me, but I can't really go out and up there. Interesting. There's gotta be something I missed, right? I mean, like, they don't just have a weird room over here full of enemies for nothing, right? Oh, that was interesting. I guess that either the texture is not loading or I'm seeing on the other side of the door for a moment. I don't know if that really comes across on the stream. But just, like the seam of this door wasn't doing its job or something. I don't know. Maybe they just put enemies in here just because it was going to be a part of the level I could get to. See if there's anything else down here. No, that doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so I came through there, and that doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, now I have been through this part of the level this time. So Wait. Okay, so that's where I came in. That door can't be opened. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. But it is 10 o'clock, so we'll have to hold off on figuring out exactly where to go from here. I will be back on Monday. Ooh, I've run out of save slots. I'll be back on Monday trying to figure out where to go in the Wasted Garage. Hopefully we'll finally see that Quake secret. So I hope things are going well for everyone. My name's Peanut Buffer, and I will see you Monday. Have a nice night, y'all.